This is a short video to show you the characteristics of SCANALYST3, our barcode verification system. This one is loaded with the GUDID add-on, which is used to inspect the UDI barcodes found in healthcare, as well as all of the other types of barcodes that are found in healthcare, wristbands, specimen bottles, and things of that nature. So what you're looking at on the screen is SCANALYST3. This is a 10 megapixel high resolution digital camera designed specifically for these types of applications, machine vision type applications. And this is some sample barcodes that, or these are some sample barcodes that I found in GUDID that we're going to use for a demonstration here. And on the screen, you'll see the SCANALYST screen. This is essentially the same as what I have physically over here. And then this is the GUDID screen. So to show this, let's start with a good barcode. This is one that I tested before, and it has everything in it. And you can see it's been inspected, it's found, and it came up with a grade 3 or B, which is pretty good. If you want to find the details of why it's a B rather than an A, you can open the screen and it'll give you details. The B is symbol contrast. So if you're trying to get the entire code to an A, you could work on symbol contrast. That kind of narrows down the problem areas for people. In the GS1 section, or the issuing authority section, you can see the data that's in the barcode. In this case, there's a G10, which is the DI, and then the 4 different fields here are considered the PI, batch, serial, used by, production date. And they're all green because this whole system is color-coded to make it easy for people. They're green because it's good. Now over in the summary for this, we have those 2 areas that we just talked about, the ISO print quality, which is a 3, so it's not as green, but it's green. Issuing authority, the GS1 stuff is very good. The UDI stuff is very good as well. And we're showing the GUDID section is yellow because while we have the product in front of us and we have the barcode content, and we now know what it's supposed to be, pro-ocular, et cetera, the inspector can determine whether or not it matches or it doesn't match the product. So right now we have it as not sure. So there's a cautionary color. These, by the way, are the legend colors associated with the icon. If it doesn't match, they can click it and it turns that red, or ultimately if it does match. So down in this area, we go into the GUDID database and we look to see what this particular DI requires in the way of PIs. So we find that lot, serial, expiration date, manufacturing date are highlighted, which means that they are required. HCT, or human cell, is not required. It's not that type of UDI product. So then we go to the barcode to find out if those 4 fuels that are supposed to be there are there, and in fact they are, and they're good. So this one is a very good, this is exactly what we want in UDI. So let's goof it up a little bit and see what's really going to happen. When people print these things, they're not necessarily going to print them perfectly all the time. So let's say they nick off a little bit of the edge there. So you can see when they read that, it's taken off a part of that perimeter. So what does that mean? It means that fixed pattern damage has caused the F. That gives somebody that's printing these an idea what they got to do to fix it. They got to make sure that they don't have that black line there. That black line could be anything. It could be cellophane wrapper, around the product, obscuring that part of the barcode. A variety of different things. But you can see that in this report, it narrows down or the person has to fix it, what the task is ahead. And you can see over here, it is highlighted as well as red. So, whereas everything else is pretty good. So let's goof it up a little bit differently. Let's assume for a second that this manufacturer has a new fellow operating the printers, and he goes to print a batch, and he accidentally prints good quality barcode, but he misses one of the fields of data that's supposed to be in here, serial number. In fact, a lot of this stuff is going to be somewhat automated, but in some of the smaller manufacturers, there are going to be things like this occurring. So it's supposed to have the serial number in it. It does not, so we flagged it, and we marked the icon as well. So this is what is in the code, but you can see it's not. There's no serial number. Let's try a different one. This is a different manufacturer, and this is a kind of a different problem. Which will occur as well. It's not as critical, probably, but I think some of the applications, the electronic health record applications, etc., might look at this and say, well, that doesn't, that's not supposed to be there, so something is wrong. So it may require some intervention on the part of the nurse. So again, this is something that should be highlighted, and make sure that the handshaking between the barcode label and the GUDID database is perfect. But we've picked that up, as you can see. So we not only want to check for what's wrong with the code or write about the code, but if there is something wrong, we want to contact the manufacturer. You want to contact them fairly quickly and get right to the right person that can fix this, address the problem quickly. The speed at which we can do this and the detail that we can present to the manufacturer will go a long way towards the success of UDI, the way I think of it. If there's a lot of material floating out there that is wrong, and the manufacturers are saying, well, we don't understand what the problem is out there, then UDI has problems. If, on the other hand, we can get to the manufacturer fairly quickly with the detail of what they need to do to fix it, then that's about the best we can hope for. So if we contact the manufacturer, push that button, what happens in the system is that it prepares a report that is exactly what we just went through. All the detail, color coding, etc., everything. And that's packed off into an email to the person that's identified in the GUDID database as the contact person. And a little message down below describes what's going on, and that you as the manufacturer would like to, or you as the provider would like information back as quickly as possible about what the manufacturer would do to resolve this problem. So that's it in a nutshell. Sounds pretty simple. We've been working hard to do this, and I hope you like it. And I think that's about it. Thank you very much.